Minneapolis, Minnesota, November 4, Latavius Murray. Bank Stadium on November 4, 2018 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Photo by Adam Bettcher, Getty Images. The Minnesota Vikings lost a valuable piece to their offense when running back Latavius Murray signed with the New Orleans Saints, the first of three, now former Vikings, making the move to Cajun Country. When Vikings signed Murray to a 3-year contract in March 2017, it looked like they had their replacement for Adrian Peterson. In 3 seasons with the Oakland Raiders, Murray started 31 of 45 games he played. Then the Vikings selected Dalvin Cook with their first pick in the draft, second round, number 41 overall, and Murray's status became less clear. Cook opened the season as the starter and it was crystal clear that Murray was the backup. It quickly became obvious an important backup. In Week 4 of 2017, Cook, making his 4th straight start, suffered a season-ending knee injury. Murray took over from there and started 11 of the remaining 12 games. He helped the Vikings go from 2-2 to finish 13-3 and win the NFC North. Murray led the Vikings with 842 yards and 8 touchdowns. Again, in 2018, Murray was invaluable to the Vikings as they eased Cook into the season as he recovered from his injury. Making only 6 starts, Murray finished second in rushing with 578 yards while still leading the team with 6 rushing touchdowns. In his 2 seasons with the Vikings, Murray started 17 games while Cook started only 14. That makes it tough to call Murray the backup. With Murray signing with the Saints, that leaves Rock Thomas and Mike Boone, 2 undrafted free agents in their second year, and Amir Abdullah, a 5-year veteran the Vikings acquired last season, to take Murray's place. No doubt before the roster is finalized other bodies will be in the mix. Having a capable backup running back is extremely important in the NFL. Last season, only 5 running backs started all 16 of their team games. Surprisingly, at the age of 33, Peterson was one of them in Washington. Even though the NFL has evolved into a passing league coveting franchise quarterbacks, an effective running game is still essential for success. Throughout Vikings history, there have been some important running backs to come off the bench. Here's a look at the top 10. In order to qualify for the list, a player had to start less than 55% of the games they played for the Vikings. The criteria included the number of seasons with the team and how effective they played, yards per game and yards per carry. The greatest weighting was given for the average number of touchdowns per season. Page 2. Use your arrows to browse. The 30th of October 1988, running back Alan Rice of the Minnesota Vikings runs with the ball during a game against the San Francisco 49ers at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, California. The 49ers won the game 24-21. Mandatory credit, Otto Gruel, All Sports 7 seasons 19 touchdowns 934 yards 3.0 yards. Alan Rice joined the Vikings as a 5th-round draft pick from Baylor. Starting only 15 of 89 games in his career, he was the backup to Alfred Anderson. Rice and Anderson shared the backfield at Baylor. Anderson was drafted 2 rounds earlier the same year. Rice's best season came in 1988 when he rushed for 322 yards and scored 6 touchdowns in 4 starts in 16 games. Brent McClanahan, 1973-1979, 7 seasons, 10 touchdowns, 1,207 yards, 3.3 yards. This one is a sentimental pick for me. Brent McClanahan spent his entire career with the Vikings backing up Chuck Foreman, 3rd on the Vikings franchise list for career rushing yards. A 5th-round pick from Arizona State, McClanahan started 31 of 95 games for the Vikings. In 1977, he started all 14 games alongside Foreman in the backfield. The only season the Vikings would not make the playoffs came in McClanahan's final year with the team. He finished his career 29th on the Vikings' career rushing list. Use your arrows to browse.